How you doing, Angela?
I'm well. How are you, Robert?
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Happy
Uh,
New Year. Happy Friday.
yes, Happy New Year and happier New Year to you in 2023. I understand that you're happy that 2022 is finally done with.
Very much so. And you as well?
Yeah, I'll fall into that category as well.
Yeah.
I'll fall into that category as well.
Onwards and upwards for us.
With that onwards and upwards, I so appreciate the fact that you're making time for this conversation this morning about men's mental health. I
Oh,
appreciate
it's my
you.
pleasure. Thank you for
Yeah.
the invite.
No, listen. How could I not have you here? How can I not have you here this morning? If you're watching this video, I'm Robert Manelson, the creator and facilitator of Powerful Play Experiences, Positive Workplace Mental Health for Teams. And I have with me the always amazing, always enthusiastic, always wonderful Angela Ross, who is the executive director of Momentum Walk-in Counseling. Big hand for Angela. Big hand for Angela. And I appreciate your time this morning as we talk about men's mental health. Specifically, something that you brought to my attention a few weeks back, a particular service or group that is offered at Momentum Walk-in Counseling called the Anchor Men's Group. Is that the correct name? Anchor Men's Group?
Yes, it is.
And apparently it's been running since about 2014.
It has.
Can you believe that? You must be an expert. You must be an expert in debunking the idea that men don't talk about mental health, because you have a men's group, a successful men's group that's been running since 2014. And let's talk about it. Let's debunk the
Sure.
idea that men don't talk about mental health. What do you have to say to that, Executive Director Angela Ross of Momentum Walk-in Counseling? You're on.
Oh, oh, right on. Well, thanks so much for having me this
You
morning,
bet.
Robert. Yeah, Anchor Men's Group, it's probably well, it's definitely our most popular and longest running group at Momentum. Momentum just turned 10 years old itself in December. Yes, so we're pretty happy to have reached that decade milestone. Exactly. And our founding facilitator, Dr. David St. Arnaud, has been providing this group the
Yeah.
entire time. We have some other folks, Nathan and Jeremy and Malik, who are kind of the four main facilitators, and they
And they're
always have a couple in each group.
and they're guys. They're guys.
All guys,
All
all
guys.
guys,
Guys facilitating guys
men
on mental
facilitating
health.
men.
Wow.
Absolutely. And even the name Anchor it was chosen by the original participants and members. And, to them, it was about having this sort of this, ship adrift, and then having that anchor, something that's going to
Yes.
ground them, something that's going to bring them to a common experience. And if you saw our group room, we have anchor art all over the place to kind of bring that to the fold. And this group has run 51 weeks a year for all of these years.
Sit,
It is
hold on.
amazing.
For 10 years now?
Yes.
51.
51 weeks. They take 1 week off during the holidays. That's it.
So, so you're
Every Thursday night.
every Thursday night, 51 weeks a year for 10 years. So you're telling me that men and mental health and men's comfort with mental health goes back 10 years.
Absolutely.
So, so
Absolutely.
So today, what with mental health, or what with a spotlight being shined on mental health today, you're telling me that you have a 10-year history with this men's group, 10 years of success with men talking about mental health. So that in itself has shatters the false idea that men don't talk about mental health, because it's been going on for 10 years. Tell me about that.
You bet. So it's a drop-in what we call psychoeducational support group. So there is a therapist who facilitates, registered psychologist who facilitates, but really it's whatever the men that are coming in that week bring forward. The most sort of the key topics that they discuss are things like relationship breakdown, financial stress,
Hmm.
loss and grief,
Hmm.
um, substance use, depression, anxiety, trauma, identity, all of those types of things. But the beautiful thing about how these facilitators allow the men in the group to bring forward what is sort of resonating for them or the presenting issues that they're dealing with. And really, it's the peers, it's the other men in the group who are the ones that are saying, "Hey, I've been there. This is what I did." Or, my brother went through something similar. This is what he did. And it's having that camaraderie and that common experience and knowing that you're not alone and knowing that somebody has been through similar instances and made it through to the other side. So it's extremely, extremely valuable. And since the pandemic, the group was moved virtual for obvious reasons. And there was a subset of men who really, really wanted to go back into person, who the virtual thing just wasn't their thing, right? And so just over the holidays, like December 15th, we were able to host the very first in-person group since the spring of 2020. And I finally got to see it because I joined Momentum during the pandemic. So I had heard about this group. I hadn't, I've talked to the facilitators, I know, but to actually experience the energy in the clinic and to see these men reconnect with each other after so long and new men that had joined through the virtual meeting the facilitators in person for the first time, it was so successful. We had 40 men,
What?
40 men. Yes.
Okay,
And
so time out. Time out. I want to thank you for all that you're bringing forward here, but you're doing it with such ease and comfort, as if this is the norm at Momentum Walk-in Counseling, that men get together and talk about mental health.
mhm,
Uh, it
they
seems
do.
it seems normal. It seems
It is.
why do you say that?
You know, when you see like a group of 40 men coming from all different age demographics, socioeconomic statuses, um, you know, ethnic backgrounds, experiences, and they're all coming together and sharing common experiences around challenges that they're having with their mental health. It is absolutely it's so normalized. It's there's just there's no judgment. There's no awkwardness. It's just this level of comfort and safety that I finally was able to witness, just when they were coming out on the breaks and connecting in the hallways and things like that. And, it's the stigma is there, but I really believe it's starting to shift. And people
Well,
are starting to understand that men can talk about mental health, men experience mental health. Men need support just as much as anyone else. And they're getting it. They're getting it at Momentum. So it's beautiful.
and for those who are watching, I want you to know that I'm not meeting Angela for the first time here. We've met at her office, and what
Hmm.
a beautiful office or location Momentum Walk-in Counseling is. And you've come to know me as somebody who's quite comfortable talking about his own challenges with
Hmm.
depression, anxiety. Um, what are you seeing in it? Might you have one story to share? One story to share about a gentleman who's comfortable sharing, and how has that impacted the group?
Sure. I have some amazing participant feedback here. Let me find one that would
For sure.
resonate with this. So one of the participants said, "It's great to see new guys onboarding for the first time who say I had no idea this men's group existed. It points to the pain that men are going through, where there appears to be few societal resources to simply share in confidence in a safe place. We need this group. It is a lifeline."
Wow. Wow.
Um, This one's so nice too. "It's great to see new guys joining. It brings perspective and a safe place for sharing. Essential work being done here, a haven of hope and courage, compassion and connection. More men need this forum across Canada. Thank you for giving us this momentum." And I'd be remiss to say, while we are the ones providing the group, this is fully funded by the City of Edmonton Living Hope program. So we just received word not too long ago that they're going to continue to fund us for
Yes.
2023. And not only what we were doing, but actually doubling the offering so that we can have one virtual group a week and one in-person group a week. So we are so incredibly grateful. And when we told the men on December 15th, when the facilitators told the men, there was like eruption of applause. Everyone was very excited. Now they can choose if they prefer to come virtually or if they prefer to come in person. So in person will start probably around early March. And yeah, we'll have two groups running 51 weeks a year.
You and I talked about that situation of you're concerned that maybe funding wouldn't come through. You and I talked about that.
I was very concerned.
Yeah, just just before Christmas. So awesome news.
I know.
Awesome news. And not only is the program not only have men been successful in their groups together, but you're almost doubling the size now, or the service delivery, and the City of Edmonton recognizes that.
Mhm.
That is cool. That is cool.
Absolutely. We're so fortunate to have their support. Yeah. So
And where do people where can people get some more information about Momentum Walk-in Counseling? Not only the Anchor men's group, but other groups. Where do they go online? What's the phone number? All that kind of stuff.
sure. So best place to start would be our website. We have a beautiful new website.
And they
It's
do, and they do, and they do.
thanks to cutting edge digital marketing. I'll put in a plug for them. They're amazing. Um, so our website is www.momentumcounseling with two L's.org. And our main reception is 780-757-0900. So our reception team, our office manager, Jamie, she can always help people, whether it's looking to register for the group or book a session. Beyond our Anchor Men's group, I just want to add, given our conversation topic today, the average, sort of the national average of men or male identifying people that seek counseling is around 40% of the population. And when you look at our demographics, about 60% of our clients are male or male identifying. And
Wow.
I truly, truly believe it's because of the moment that or because of the Anchor Men's group and being able to word of mouth, this is a safe place for men. This is, somewhere where men can feel comfortable and welcome to share what they need to share to work
And
through some of their issues. So
and you've mentioned this to me in the past. So when looking at all of the people who have taken full advantage of Momentum Walk-in Counseling, you're telling me that 60% are men?
mhm,
That's crazy.
So that debunks the myth right there as well.
I think it's time for you to write a book on debunking or something. Debunking. Angela, do you know that you matter? You matter.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, it's not me. It's the amazing facilitators of this group and the participants, the clients who have really entrusted us with their mental health and mental well-being. I walked into this beautiful operation and it was well established when I came. I've just been able to take it forward and ensure its continuity. So I can't take credit.
Well, always the humble one you are. Always the humble one, but I need to give you a yes because you're all
Thank
about the
you.
yes. You're all about the yes.
Thank you.
I adore you. I adore what Momentum Walk-in Counseling is doing, and I can't thank you enough for
Thanks so
debunking
much.
the the myth that men don't talk about mental health because apparently they've been doing it for about 10 years now. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
You have a great day,
You
and
as well, Robert.
you
Have a
bet,
restful weekend.
you bet, and you and I will connect soon.
Absolutely. Thanks again for the opportunity.
You bet.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care.